Lemonade, the insurance and reinsurance company, reported third quarter fiscal 2022 results. So let's take a brief review of what those figures entailed. Lemonade overall expects growth to slow down, but in the recent quarter, overall revenue increased by 76%. Excellent growth. However, net loss widened to 91.4 million from 66.4 million last year, which is not what you like to see in a company that's growing this fast. You want to see some economies in scale there, where as revenue grows, the losses on the bottom line either decrease or actually start to turn into gains on the bottom line. Nevertheless, overall customers increased by 30% to 1.8 million. The insurance premium per customer rose by 35% to $343. Of course, some of that growth was a result of the Metromile acquisition, because now it's including those revenues from Metromile, whereas in the same period last year it was not inclusive of those results, and so that makes the top line and all of these other figures look better than it actually was. The gross loss ratio of 94%, and the metric has been trending upward from the roughly 7% levels before 2022. This is a troubling trend. Of course, this is partly attributable to the Metromile acquisition, but not completely. More so, it's due to the increase due to Hurricane Ian and the damage that caused, and all of the insurance claims that came in because of that. Management is hopeful that the loss ratio will trend downward. However, that remains to be seen. They didn't provide any guidance on why they think this loss ratio is going to trend downward. Of course, they could say that Hurricane Ian was a one-off event that is, an act of nature that they don't expect to happen very frequently. But the nature of an insurance business is that these kinds of things happen every so often, and as an insurance company, you got to be prepared for these kinds of things. You got to include that in your underwriting, in your premiums, to account for the fact that there's going to be these unforeseen events that could cause a major spike in insurance claims and hurt your bottom line. And so you got to include that in your insurance premium, in the cost that you charge the customer. So, well, we'll see if this loss ratio actually trends downward. This is something I'm going to be watching closely with Lemonade. Is this loss ratio, is it actually moving downward closer to those 70% levels that management is targeting? I don't need to see this get there in one quarter. However, I would like to see, as an Lemonade as someone who's watching Lemonade stock, I would like to see this trend downward, heading in the right direction, even though it might take some time to get there. And then management is targeting 20 to 25% annual growth on the top line. Now, that's a significant slowdown from the 76% growth that it experienced in the third quarter, and the overall faster growth it's been experiencing in the previous few years. And I'm hopeful that part of the slowdown in growth is going to be due to an increase in premiums that it charges customers. If it increases premiums that it charges customers, of course, it will decrease customer growth and spending growth and slow down growth on the top line, but that will protect its gross loss ratio, because it will have a bigger margin between what it's charging in terms of premiums and then the claims that start coming in. So I'm hopeful that's the reason, the main reason revenue will slow down, and not because customer demand slows down even at existing prices. So this is something I'm going to be watching closely with Lemonade stock. Is this gross loss ratio in balance with the slowing top line revenue growth and the cause of this slowdown? Okay, so that's all I've got for this Lemonade stock earnings update. If you've gained any value from this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It'll help me make more videos like this one. And I'll see you next time. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for all investors of all skill sets and risk levels. So I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by more than 3 times. Go to fool.com/parkev to get your 10 stock picks now.